Syspro now offers planned asset maintenance as part of our quality management system. Similar to the nonconformity reporting module, most of your information is preloaded into the database. Information such as equipment like machines or company vehicles, or anything else that requires planned maintenance that you wish to track. Also service types or different schedules. Your weekly, monthly, 6-month maintenance schedules. And also the maintenance parts or stock codes that you would use in the course of performing the planned maintenance. First, I'm going to go into my service structured maintenance. This is essentially your BOMs for your maintenance projects. The equipment code I'm going to put in is machine CNC 6, and this is a 6-month maintenance that I am editing here. Again, you can have multiple service types per equipment code. So your weekly, your quarterly, your yearly service schedules can also be attached to the same machine. My work center is the CNC machine that I am currently working on or performing maintenance on. And then my parts and spares appear down in the materials section. These are all stocked items that are EAM items. And as I mentioned earlier, you would also list your consumables here. I'll go back to my workspace, and now we can go ahead and start scheduling our maintenance jobs since we have defined what it is. I'm going to go to my planned maintenance job schedule. I'm going to use the same equipment code and the same service type. As we pull this up, we can see that I have maintenance jobs planned out through September of 2026. Now I have the option here of adding a single job. So in the instance of unplanned maintenance, I may want to insert that here, or I can schedule recurring jobs. I'm going to go ahead and schedule out jobs. So let's say we want to extend this schedule out to 2028. For the job description, I'm going to put CNC machine 6-month. Job classification is planned maintenance. I can link this to CAPEX if I wanted to. My number of schedules to create, that's the number of jobs, and I'm going to put in 4. And my schedule period in days is my interval period between jobs. So I'm going to put in 182, which is about half of a year. And my schedule start date, we already have jobs out to September 2026. So I'm going to start this one on March 3rd, 2027. Once I have all that information put in, I will click on Create, and as we can see here, it created 4 more jobs for me going out to September of 2028. Now that I have those scheduled, we can actually get them on our production schedules so we know when they need to run. As I open up the MOM Advanced Planner and Scheduler, I will first refresh the data set. In doing so, I will pull in all of those jobs I have just created. And now that those jobs are in here, I'll just go ahead and click on the top one here, and I'm going to group by the job class. Now I can easily see all of my planned maintenance jobs in one group. 2 of these jobs happened in the past, so I'm actually going to start here and grab all of these, and I'm going to forward schedule these jobs. The date listed today for every single one of these jobs are the 1st. So I need to change this to my job start date, and now we can see the dates change. So these will be scheduled out into the future. I'm going to go ahead and schedule them. And click OK. Now I have them, and they are in yellow, so they are not on my production schedule yet. So I need to go ahead and save these. Save and publish my plan. We can now see my thumbs up icons are all green, which means if I look out into the future, I'm going to see green bars here for my scheduled plan maintenance. I now want to make sure in the future as jobs start getting added, these planned maintenance jobs do not move. I can pin these jobs to the schedule, and now they can't move, and they can't be deleted until I go in and remove the pins manually. That ensures that I'm reserving that machine and that machine time for the planned maintenance way out into the future. So as I go back now, I'm going to look at my maintenance job parts review. As we saw with the last job, we will usually need to have parts and consumables to perform our maintenance. I'm going to filter this list by my job classification. I'm going to pick a single classification and put in my planned main for my planned maintenance. And I also want to include confirmed jobs. Once I do that, I will add a list. And here are all of the planned maintenance jobs that I have listed. I will start my review from my criteria list. Syspro presents us with the trial kitting so that we can see all of the required material information. For all three of these parts that we saw in our materials list, this has the number of quantity available, but it also shows me my gross required. I need 9 of these. Obviously, I don't need these until way out into the future, so I could have changed the date range on my filter list as well to see what I need in the next 6 months, and that would tell me in the screen. As these maintenance jobs are run, you'll issue material and labor to them, then close them when completed, just like your other production jobs. All of your costs will also be captured either in MOM if you're using it to capture labor and material costs, whether you're recording them on the fly or backflushing, or they can be captured also in your ERP, and everything will be applied to the appropriate GL codes based on the entries you have put in. Thank you very much.